Ha! Who knew? Come on, get on in here, kids. It's fun. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Hi, Elman.
Well, let me tell you, I was bored as crap. Now, are there things that I should be doing? Yes.
Really, Angie?
Really?
Hi, JC. And I could be doing
A lot of things, but I don't feel like it. I don't. So I thought, what? I'm bored. I don't feel like doing anything. I just ate. So I'm going to come on for a little bit.
Shannon, now weren't we
Here just a little while. Oh, hi, Aurora. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Lori. You got a notification? Bum, ba-dum.
Okay,
Tell me everything. What's everybody doing? What's in the world of you?
I was going to
Do a class, Sandy Law, but I have a doctor's appointment that day. My stupid heart. And I don't want to go in that machine that they're talking about. It's scaring me. I'm supposed to walk on the treadmill, and then they said I'm going in a machine. I like that. I hate it. I'm claustrophobic.
Hi, Gigi. How
Are you? No, it's not an MRI. It's not an MRI. It's okay. I'm going. Okay. It's an echo stress test. Okay. And apparently, I have to walk on the treadmill and they hook me up.
I don't know how they hooked me up.
And then I go into this, I guess it's kind of like, well, it's Nana Patty here. She could tell what it is. But anyway, it's where they put you in this machine, and after you do the treadmill, they put you in this machine so they can read your heart to see how your heart does with it, apparently. And bleeding in my heart, tearing all apart, just a bleeding in my heart. And baby, I can't scratch it. Sorry.
So that's
Apparently what they're going to be looking at.
you went through it with your hubby?
And how is your hubby? What did they find out, Lori, as far as the breast? I know it sounds weird. And when you talk about it about men, people are like, what? But men can get breast cancer.
Isn't that weird?
But they can. Shannon.
You've had that test done?
Okay, yeah. I knew I was supposed to come on. Okay, so what do they do? Okay, run me through it, G. All right, so, okay, I'm walking on the treadmill. They take me off at a certain point. Then they put me in this little machine that reads my heart. Am I getting it correctly?
Well, they're saying it's probably not cancer.
I told the doctor probably is not good enough. Yeah.
I don't like all this
Crap when you start going through these health issues, you know. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Because I'm not one to go to the doctor very much. And people that know me get irritated because I don't go, you know. I mean, maybe I should at certain times, but I'm sick of it. So I don't. But when it's things like, you know, I mean, I want to be there for my kids and my grandkids, you know, but
I'm so doggone claustrophobic.
phobic, you guys. But is it just Nana Patty? Where are you? Where are you? Um, so is it just okay, Gigi? Is it just on my chest that they put me in this little machine? And how long am I in this little machine? Because this is a big deal. Because Daveda gets a little bit cranky if she is like pinned down or I can't get out. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not a real happy camper.
I really don't, Lori.
I am not, and my kids, I was never one to take them all the time if they had a sniffle. But that's the way my grandmother was an RN, all right? So she took care of a lot of the problems if I had something. But by nature, she wasn't one that would take me to the doctor all the time. Therefore, when I had my kids, I was the same way. They went to the dentist. I made sure of that. They always went to the dentist because I didn't want them to ever have a bunch of teeth issues. But other than that, unless they were really sick, they did not go to the doctor all the time. Well, I'm the same way with myself. And I don't like taking a lot of pills if I don't have to. I don't.
Okay, wait.
I didn't go in the little machine. They're watching my results in real time. So what do you mean they were watching your results in real time? Okay, so an echo stress test. They're putting me on a treadmill. Okay, I know that. And then he wants to see how much blood is leaking into my heart. So they have to get my blood pumped, I guess, for that. I don't know.
So,
Where does the echo stress test come in?
Shannon, I hate it.
I had an open MRI. Okay, all right, let's go back. Let's go way back. Way back. When I worked at the grocery store, okay. For anyone that knows about any kind of grocery work, the grocery store has, I think it's 2 or 3 times a year, they have inventory, okay? So at this point, I was working non-foods, meaning non-foods. I mean, like hair dye, medicine, you know, stuff like that. Well, anyway, we were in the back counting inventory. And apparently somebody had loaded banana chairs. Remember the banana chairs that used to sit in?
You know, they used to be our
Summer banana chairs. They had loaded some of them on top of paper, writing paper, you know, 8x10 writing paper. They had put them on top of those boxes, apparently. Anyway, we get there at 1 in the morning because we had to have inventory all counted before the store opened up at 6. So we're in the back, we're counting. All of a sudden, I hear this rumbling. I mean, I can't even try to make the sound, but a rumbling. Just think of a real loud rumbling. And I'm on a milk crate, sitting on a milk crate and counting. I think I was counting toys from the toy section, if I remember right. All of a sudden, I hear this rumbling, and something hit the back of the head and my back, and it was heavy. And I remember trying to get up, and when I tried, I thought it was an earthquake, and I tried to get up, and when I tried to get up, the second big box hit, and I fell to the ground. Right away, they called the paramedics. Well, keep in mind, I knew all of the firemen and the paramedics because they used to shop in the store to buy their food, right? When they had their, when they were on their shift. And I used to give them recipes and stuff, okay? So I knew that these paramedics, when they called them, it was going to be guys that I knew, okay? And I'm thinking, oh, crap. So they get me on the stretcher, and they take me to the emergency room. And so I sat for like 4 hours, because at this point now, it was like 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. And they did x-rays and all that. And I had a fracture in the teeth. These were 30 feet up from the floor where they had all these boxes. Well, when you have something starting to fall like that, the velocity of it, when it's starting to come down, it's even stronger when it hits, okay? Well, my assistant manager said to my store director, he called her right away. Of course he had to, because there was an accident, right? Her first words were to him, knowing what hit me and knowing where it came from, she said, "Is she dead?" Is she dead? Knowing what hit me. So, okay, fast forward. I go to physical therapy, and all of a sudden physical therapy says, you know what? Your insurance is saying that they're not going to cover you any longer. Now, I had only been going like a month. And the doctor said, you're ready to be done with physical therapy for what you went through. And insurance is saying, we're done, we're not paying anymore. So I sued them. Now, there aren't a whole lot of people that sue and still work for the company another 13 years. I did. And I won, by the way. I won. And and I never wanted to do it. I never wanted to do it. I really didn't. Because I liked the company. But when they weren't going to have my back, and because the boxes were not stacked the way they should have been, I thought, you know what? It's going to happen. That's not my fault. You didn't stack them right. Okay? And all I'm asking is for physical therapy. Nothing more, nothing less. But when they said no, I thought, okay, I got to do what I got to do. And it 4 years. And I won. I won. But I mean, it's so drawn out, you know. And like I said, and then I continued to work for them for another 13 years. And I'm in very good relation with a lot of the higher ups. It's just something that had to be done because it wasn't right. But ever since then, my back's never been the same. So that's my, It does, Valerie. It takes forever. It takes forever. And then when I had to go in deposition, and this was the deposition for the company, okay? And when this lawyer had a stenographer there to, type everything, and he was there, and then my lawyer was there. And I knew he was trying to intimidate me, but I knew I was in the right for what had happened, so I wasn't at all intimidated by him, not a bit. And so and I still have the booklet, and it's a booklet, I'm not joking. It's about 1/2 inches thick from the deposition. And he said, what did he say to me? I can't remember exactly the wording, I'd have to read it again, but he tried to make light of when those boxes hit me. And I stopped and I looked at the stenographer and I said, you're typing this, correct? Everything's being recorded and you're typing it. And she said, yes. Good. I said, because I want you to listen to what I have to say. And I knew it was all to be typed exactly what I said. I said, 2 banana chair boxes fell from 30 feet and hit me, the first one in the back of the head and the second one in my upper back. My store director said to my manager that night, when he called her and said the paramedics were taking her to the hospital, her response was, "Is she dead?" I looked at this stenographer and I looked at the lawyer, smack dab in the eyes. I said, "Did you get that?" I thought, you know what, you son of a bitch, you ain't gonna, I know I'm in the right here. And I was, because I won. All that to say, when you know you're in the right and something's been done to you, you fight it, and the truth will prevail. And then I went on to work for the company another 13 years.
No problem. So that's my little ditty.
But I will tell you, my back has never been right. And why I got into all this with you about my back was when it first happened, I had to go into an MRI. That's what started me going into this whole story with you. I was in an MRI, and it was an open MRI. Well, I thought, okay, that's cool. Okay, I can do that. Well, I'm thinking it's an open where, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. I just thought that it was going to be easier than a closed MRI. Well, all that means is you have a little bit like a 3-inch, at least where I was, where it's closed, but you have a 3-inch maybe opening to where it's not completely closed around you. Freaking out because I am very claustrophobic. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm very claustrophobic. And so when I heard that I have to go on this machine for this heart, I'm thinking, oh crap. Oh dear God. I don't want to go on that stupid thing. I'm just hoping that it's just on my chest area.
Oh, don't worry, JC.
Take yourself out.
I'm going back
and reading. Your nephew had heart issues and had a lot of stress tests. Well, it's probably not. It's okay. I know. Okay, Lori's husband. Thank God. You have to go back. Why do you have to go back? What do you have to have done, Lori? Had dye injected for my stress test. The treadmill kicked my butt. Oh crap! So it's probably going to kick my butt. Now I have to have ECG. I've never had one. Okay, what's the difference between an EKG and an ECG? Nana Patty, are you here?
let me. Find this.
I'm reading.
Oh, Shannon, the guy.
Oh, he thought he was going to intimidate me. I was not intimidated by the least. I really wasn't. I thought, come at me, you son of a bitch, because I'll go right back at you. I'm nice until I'm not.
I had my MRI for my back.
They had me on morphine, so I didn't care. Well, okay, see, that would be the ticket, because then you wouldn't care about what happened. Oh, okay, Nana Patty, you're here. Okay, so it's on my chest area only? Okay.
Yeah, Valerie,
Sandy said she couldn't do the stress test either. Okay, when you say you can't do the stress test, are you saying that you can't walk on the treadmill at all?
High floor. But do you have a hard
time walking around, just walking around?
You know what I mean? Like if
You're
you're
walking, you know, say that you're walking in a store and you're walking fast. Can you do that? You messed up your ankle and you get tired? Okay, so do they put you just like, okay, do they put you on the treadmill where you're just walking, and then do they start to put it on an incline?
okay.
How much of an incline? Is it really a bad incline?
I mean,
how steep going? And did you feel like you couldn't breathe?
but I don't think the
Echogram does die, does it, Nana Patty? What I'm having done?
it's just an echo.
What did I tell you? An echo stress test. Echo stress test.
Thank you. Yes,
Please hit the, oh my God, 23 people and I have 7 likes. Can you please hit the thumbs up, guys? Please, it helps me get my videos out. I'd appreciate it immensely.
Well, I'm going to put on my
Walking shoes and my workout clothes and go there Thursday.
and hope for the best, right?
What are you going to do?
I mean, like I told you
Well,
before,
I'm lucky if I got 15, 16 years left.
but I want to keep at least
So 15 or 16 years.
when Mark,
When he went in, and I remember I was sitting in the room with him, and as soon as he got on the treadmill, and I'm not kidding, as soon as that treadmill started going and he was walking, I'm not joking, it wasn't even 5 minutes. And they told him, they said, get off of it. get off of it right now. Well, he had to go in and have stents put in. And he was 99% blocked. And the doctor said, if you hadn't got in here when you did, there would have been nothing I could have done. He said, because what he has is what we call a widowmaker. He said he was blocked 99%. They have, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 stents in him.
I mean, he couldn't even
walk. They told him to get off immediately.
I know I am bossy, huh, Florida?
Florida. I'm only bossy when I need to be.
Other than that, I'm very
Even, you know what I mean?
So wonder why
They do die sometimes, but they don't do it at times. And was that just for a stress test, Valerie?
And when they did Mark's,
when they put the stent in, they went through his wrist. And at the time, it was a pretty new procedure because the doctor told us they hadn't done it that often. They used to, he said, go to the groin, but they went through his wrist and he had to wear this big, and it went from his wrist to the crook of his elbow. And it was a hard plastic type, almost looked like a cast, but it was see-through and it was plastic. And he had to stay in the hospital overnight. And they kept, because they had to keep this thing on his forearm all night long. Did you guys have that where it was on your arm?
I'm going to live to 103.
Lori? Okay, all right.
Chemical injection used to be
Called thallium, and I'm not sure if it's still the same drug.
It's a big deal when it's something with the
Heart. Yeah, Valerie, that's what I'm thinking. My brother and sister both had the widowmaker. Really? It's in the main artery. Hi, Wendy's here. How are you, sweetie?
Oh, thank you, Wendy. It's not okay.
It's not diet. It's red. A cardiac cath. When my hubby had his stroke, unfortunately, he is not a candidate for a stent. Oh, really? I've had the heart catch him. Okay, I've had the heart cath in my wrist and in the groin. I like the wrist better. Really? Why do you like the wrist better, Nana Patty? My brother died and sister, wait a minute. My brother died and sister had a bypass at 40.
Wait a minute.
I thought your brother's still alive, Nana Patty, or did you have 2 brothers?
My head bypass.
It was
9 degrees last night.
11 degrees this morning. Oh my gosh, Wendy. 9 degrees? So do you feel like you're in a meat locker?
Oh, you had 2 brothers.
Okay. Okay, wait. So you have, okay. You come of, so you come from a family of 5, 3, was it 3 girls and 2 boys, Nana Patty?
See, because
I think my heart will be what takes me when all is said and done, only because, and I could be wrong. It could be so. Well, I could go out tomorrow and get hit by a truck. I mean, who knows? But if I'm going by genetics, my dad died. I think he was 80. I think he was 83. And my grandmother, well, okay, it wasn't his heart that took him. He had geriatric leukemia. Okay. So I don't even know why I put him in the equation, but okay, forget that. Okay. My grandmother, she was 85. And well, what the doctor said, he just said her heart just finally shut down like a clock. That's what he said. I don't know. But, and her dad, my great grandfather, died of a heart attack. On my dad's side, his mother lived to 103, but his dad died in his late 80s of a heart attack. So I guess I have to kind of start watching my heart. Had the widowmaker and died during a heart catheter. Oh, crap. Now I'm not going to want to get a catheter if I need one, Nana Patty. My dad had the widowmaker and died during the heart catheter at 75. So can you believe that Mark, 99% blocked? And they took me into the office. He goes, I want you to see this. And I've told you guys this before. But so it's in a dark room. And he said, okay, so he turns it on. And you can see this, he said was blood. And it was flowing. Stop. All of a sudden, stop. And he said, okay, so what you're seeing is you're seeing that going through. And he said, now you see it stop, right? I said, yeah. He said, those were his arteries and they were completely blocked. And that's when he said if he had it in here when he did, he said there would have been nothing I could have done to help him. But now I'm scared to get the stupid thing if I'm already putting myself in there getting a stent and I don't even know if that's what I need. But then I'm scared. You know what I mean? Are you near the rivers or the ocean? I want to go to, wait a minute, Valerie, I want to go to sleep and not wake up. Oh, you mean when it's your time to pass? You know, that's what my mother always said. She said, I always pray that I'll go in my sleep. And she did. She did. It was a heart attack, but she did in her sleep. God love her. That's where I'd want to go too. But what was I just going to say? Oh, the fires. Yeah, now we got fires in San Diego. So it's the opposite side. LA is one side, I'm in the middle, and San Diego's on the other side of me. Yeah, 99% block. Can you believe that? I remember he came in, it was a Friday, and he said, I can't mow the lawn. I said, what do you mean you can't mow the lawn? He said, every time I try to push it, he said, I get so out of breath. He said, and it starts to hurt in my chest. And I said, do you want me to take you to the emergency room? And he said, no. He said, because a Friday it's going to be too busy and they'll have me just sit there, if it's anything, until Monday. So he goes, I think I'm going to go out and try to do the lawn again. Now, keep in mind, we had no idea it was 99% blocked at this point. And I said, okay, whatever. And I said, because I'll take you to the emergency room if you want me to. He goes, no, let me go out and try to do the mower again. So he goes out and he tries the mower, he comes back in, his face is beet red. He's out of breath. You thought he had ran a marathon, the way he was breathing. So I said, are you sure you don't want me to take you to the emergency room? No, I'm going to wait until Monday. So he starts walking up the stairs. He can hardly make it up the stairs without getting out of breath. Still wouldn't let me take him to the emergency room. How he made it until Monday is beyond me. It really is beyond me. The wrist is easier to stop the bleeding. The groin takes longer to stop the bleeding, and it hurts a little when recovering. So is that why they had him keep that thick thing on his forearm for that long, because of bleeding happening? A lot of help out there these days. My dad's parents both died in their sleep at home. Miss them dearly. Trump, California, after he goes to the hurricane, North Carolina. Cool. Life is so different without parents, yes. Don't be afraid of the heart catheter. It's rare to die during a catheter where he had the procedure done. He was 1.5 hours away from bypass facility. The catheter should only bypass. Aurora, they put a stent in balloon during a heart attack. During a heart attack, Aurora? How the heck did they do that during a heart attack? Yes, to stop the bleeding. Wow. See, this is the drag about getting old. You know what I mean? It's like all this crap. And then I have to make an appointment with a dermatologist. Oh, shoot, I forgot to call them today. Doggone it. Because I have a spot that I just now noticed about a week ago, and it hasn't gone away. And so I want them to look at that, and if they have to remove it, to get that done. Oh, crap. It's always something, and I just hate it because I've never been one to do this. I really haven't. But I mean, you don't want to let things like this go if it can be rectified. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I will, Wendy. Well, I go Thursday to get the echo stress test, whatever, and then Friday I go to get my normal blood panel done, because once a year I get a blood panel, everything done and tested. And after that, what is my other appointment? And trust me, I never used to have appointments like this. Shoot, okay, it was blood. Oh, mammogram. Mammogram is the 7th of February, I believe. First week of February. And then I have to make my appointment for the dentist for cleaning. And hopefully to God, I'm done. To save your life. Wow, you were having a heart attack, Aurora? That's crazy. Isn't that nuts? Dermatologist's office seems to be booked up, so tell them your spot itches and it bothers you, and maybe they will take you much sooner. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna ask the insurance I just want them to do a body scan. Is that what you call it? Where the dermatologist just looks at the body, like my back and my scalp and the chest and, all that. And then if there's anything that needs to be removed, they can do it then. Is that what I asked for?
I don't know. You know what I was thinking the other
I was thinking the other day, I would like to have gotten a tattoo on like my forearm or maybe the back of on my neck or kind of like the shoulder area. But at this point, now that I'm getting older, my skin is getting thinner, which is, real, it's so attractive. And I'm afraid that the ink would just kind of go and just kind of pool and you wouldn't have any kind of look. I mean, if I got a dolphin now, it would look like a pilot whale within a year, I'm sure. So it's like, crap. Well, why even bother? The only part of the skin I think that would be able to take it and keep kind of its structure would be your back, because the skin is thicker on your back opposed to your arms.
You're getting one?
What are you going to get, Lori?
Tell them that you were full
The
body.
exam, okay. You should.
You should. Okay.
I should do it once a year. They do skin checks, that's all I know.
A full body exam.
All right, that's what I'll tell them.
So where are you getting your
Tattoo, Lori.
You should look between your toes.
As well, really? The back of my legs.
So you asked them to do
Your arm, Aurora?
get a what to my back?
A tattoo.
Oh, I love that.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. I love that. All depends on where the tats are done. Florida, I've got some thin skin, chick. I mean, it's pathetic. It really is pathetic. I think the only thick skin I have is on my back.
Not too long. I love it, Lori.
What was the one I was thinking? Oh, I know what it was. Let them. Then the other one, but it would be too long.
Well,
It'd be way too long.
would be underestimate.
Me. That'll be fun. I have a couple shirts with that.
Well, I don't got muscle tone.
Florida? I haven't worked out forever.
I'm not joking.
But when I get these tests done with my heart, and if everything seems to be okay, I am going to start walking the lake. You know where I took you guys where the Christmas tree was a couple of years ago? I'm going to start walking that. And then once I get my endurance up a little bit, then I'll start walking around the neighborhood, because my neighborhood is real hilly. And you keep going up and up and up and up and up. And then you go down. Like if you went and you rolled, you just roll all the way down. But I want to get my endurance up a little bit, so I'm going to start by just starting to walk the lake. But I don't want to do it yet until I get this test done.
Yeah, because
Then I'll take you guys with me. Well, not when I start breathing real heavy. I'll say I'll be back when I do that, but then I'll sit after I'm done, and then I'll let you guys look at the lake and everything.
Terry, my
Best friend, she tells me, she goes, if you want someone to walk with, just call me. She's retired too now. And so I'll probably call her once in a while. But other than that, I'll just walk by myself. I'll put my earphones in and walk to music, 'cause that's what I used to do years ago.
The only tat I got that
Looks not so good is on my chest. You mean kind of like where on your chest?
But you have other
Tattoos, don't you, Florida? Two of my sons don't have any tattoos. Jeremy has all of the tattoos.
Oh, you have many,
Florida? Well, I've shown you my one granddaughter. She's going to be, oh, it's Ashley going to be, she's going to be 32.
She's got a lot
of tattoos, a lot. And then my other granddaughter also has quite a few, but not as much as her sister, Tanya's daughters.
You have
the one right on my bicep. Ooh, did that?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk with this other
people around. Shouldn't I? Can you hear, you know who? Angie? I heard once you get one, then you want to start getting more.
Jeremy said the one
that was the most painful to him. Well, he said there was two areas. Like, okay, he has a tribal band on one of his arms, but he said they started doing the tattoo on the inner part of the arm. He said that one hurt because the skin's more sensitive. And what was the other one he said? Oh, on the ribs, because he has my grandson, his son.
No,
it's Aubrey. He has Aubrey, the one that's the bakery chef now. He has her, and when she was little, he has a tattoo of her by ribs, and he said that one hurt. I got, that looks not so good as my chest. So what's it of, Florida? Or if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
So what are you guys doing this weekend? Coming up.
Well, it's not here yet, but when it does.
It's a wizard and dragon
and moon. On Jeremy's back, somewhere.
Anyway,
he's a black belt, and he has a samurai on his back, and then he has a snake that's intertwined in it. And then, what else does he have on that? He has an owl somewhere where the eyes, it's like a collage, you know what I mean? So it's the samurai, the snake, and the owl. And that's the all of his back. All of his back. And then he has 2 on both sides of his leg, on his chest, and on both of his arms. But he kept it to where they would be hidden by shirts as far as when you go in for a job interview. So he was tatted. Now my granddaughter, like you guys saw, she's completely sleeved, both arms. I mean, they're gorgeous tattoos. They're beautiful. But I keep thinking, are you sure you want to do that all the way down? She's 32. What am I going to do?
Are you going live this weekend?
Floor?
Everyone likes when you go live. Hi, Shakaba.
Did I say that right?
Are you going to go on before that?
Well, today's only Tuesday. So what, Thursday?
I think my blood test is
At 10 o'clock. I think I made it for either 10 or 10:30. I have to fast for that. That's not a big deal. But that's why I like to get in the morning. So you're not without food, you know what I'm saying? You know, for hours.
Is Florida here? I'm
Florida. Is Pussycat here? I don't see her. Oh, there she is. I have my daughter's name on my foot with the infinity sign before she went to college. Okay, isn't the foot is that painful? Where on your foot? On the top of it?
Oh, the
Police used to have to keep theirs in. Yeah, that's why Jeremy always did. He goes, I didn't want to, I mean, like he said, he goes, I would have gone, you know, all the way down. But because of work, I never wanted to, you know, just case that would hinder because people used to look at that. Now I don't think it's so much looked at anymore.
yeah.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Oh, I wish Pussycat.
Those days are long gone. My son got his arm done. I didn't like it, but what can you do? Well, you can't do anything. But as long as they look nice. You guys can probably really hear her because she's right up by my chest.
So yeah,
Sometimes I just can't. I have to go on, or I hope that somebody goes live because I get bored. I mean, and there's things I could be doing. Come on, let's get real. I'd be doing a lot of stuff. But sometimes I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. And all I feel like doing is chilling. Chilling like a villain. That's what Tanya used to say, chilling like a villain. And just kicking back and conversing. You know what I'm saying?
your cousin has gorgeous
Tattoos. Yeah, I mean, so many of them are so pretty. The only ones that worry me are the ones where they either want to hide the tattoos and older and they do that full black sleeve. And the reason it worries me is I'm thinking, Gosh, I wonder how much ink they're getting into their system. Because your skin is an organ. It's going to take in, right? And you think, okay, so if all that black ink is going into their system, what is it doing to them? That's the only thing I worry about. Now you can get them lasered off, but that's really painful. And it's expensive. She's watching this. I say that because she's watching this. Is not all going in. So the ink doesn't go in, but I mean, even if it goes into your skin at all, it's still penetrating, right? No, that's what I've thought about, Lori. I've thought the eyebrows, but then what do you get these hideous looking eyebrows and you're stuck with them? Then the other thing I was thinking about is getting eyeliner tattooed permanent so I don't have to mess with that part of getting ready. But then I think, okay, what if I'm allergic to it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine you getting your eyes tattooed and then all of a sudden you get up the next morning and your eyes are closed shut because you're allergic to it? What do they do? What do they do once they put that stuff on your eyes and tattooed it and you're allergic to it? What do they do? I'm serious. Does anybody know? Now, I would never do, for me, okay, I mean, let's get real. You know, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get my face tattooed. What I'm talking about is, you know, eyebrows and eyeliner. Okay. I wouldn't do my lips because I like to change my colors too much. But, okay. So I would never get just tats on my face or my neck. Although my granddaughter has it and they're really pretty, but I wouldn't do it. But what happens if you're allergic to it? What the heck do they do? And I would want the shape of my eyebrows that I have. I would just want them to follow. My eyes are so wrinkled now, you guys, because I'm so old. How they do a tattoo on my eyes? They wouldn't be able to. They'd go, Chick, we can't do it. Your eyelids are too wrinkly. Crap. I'm doomed. I'm doomed, I tell you. You got eyelash extensions. Oh my gosh, 3 days. See? Okay, Lori, that's it. I'm not getting tattooed on my eyelids. I'm not going to do it. Look at what Lori said. She got eyelash extensions. 3 days later, I couldn't even open my eyes, both bad infection. That's it. I'm not doing it. Well, and Shannon, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it would be my luck. It would be my luck. I'd get it done. I'd go, oh, they look, I mean, my eyelids. Let's talk about the eyelids, not even the eyebrows. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Go to bed that night. Wake up the next morning. I can't open my eyes. I just can't imagine what you do. Because now it's in there. Your skin holds so much and the rest just seeps. Okay, Nana Patty. We can do that. Nana Patty said, you want me to go live? We can have people come on panel and chat about whatever they want. That sounds good to me. How about you guys? You guys bored? You guys want to stick around and go to Nana Patty's? Did I show you the picture? They had to, oh dear God. Wait a minute. They had to break the pus clots. Crap, forget it. Lori, you made my mind up. Valerie said yes, Nana Patty, she wants you to. Girl, you're in danger, girl. No, I'm not going to do it because that would be my luck. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And can you imagine, okay, that you've contemplated this and you've gone back and forth and then you finally go, what the heck? And so you go, hey, tattoo me, Scotty. So he tattoos your eyes and all excited thinking, I don't got to put eyeliner on anymore. You wake up the next morning to pus pockets on your eyes and your eyes are swollen shut.
Okay, that'd be a drag and a half.
So I'm afraid of that, you know? And anything to do with your eyes scares me because you only got 2 of them and you can't replenish them.
I'm not trying to scare anyone, but
I think I was allergic. Well, that's what I'm saying. And you don't know until you have it done. How are you going to know? How are you going to know if you're allergic or not until they inject some of that into you? You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, now wait. I'm not going to be able to say this name. Wait, I want to try. Rostislav Zuza. Did I get it close? California question mark. Are you asking if I'm in California? If you are asking, yes. I love using eyeliner. I use the marker type. Every day I put it on. And I always have to have waterproof because my eye, okay, I got to ask this since we're talking about eyes and tattoos and all that. Does anyone here have their eyes where they water? And I don't mean like when you're choking or you're coughing. I mean where your eyes just water. I went to the eye doctor and he said that my oil glands on the lower lids are blocked. And he said, and it's called dry eye. And so he gave me eye drops, didn't do squat. And he said, you can put warm compresses. He said, because it's the oil glands that are clogged. But my eyes, sometimes they water so bad. I mean, you'd think I was crying, and I'm not. But I have to have waterproof eyeliner. Does anyone have that, or is it just me? Am I the only idiot that has it?
You ever got any tattoos?
I don't want any tattoos. My hubby doesn't have any either. We're just going to grow old together. You go, Liz. You go, girl. Pussycat, same here. I wish I could learn to put it on properly. Yes, Daveda. Yep, dry. Lori, are you telling me that you have, they call it weepy eye in the doctor term.
And I kept thinking, okay, but
Why, if I have dry eye, are they able to water like that? You know what I mean? I'm thinking if you have dry eye, doesn't that mean that you can't produce tears?
me too, Lori, I have to take
My time, I think Scotch tape helps for a better line. You don't have it, you're lucky. It just started with me a couple years ago. But I used to put eyeliner on my water line, at the bottom. And I kept thinking, I wonder if putting the eyeliner caused it to be clogged up.
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure. Rostislav. Did I say it right before I get off here? Can you tell me if I said that right? Rostislav. I used to melt. Me too. Cat, I did. I used to melt it and put it in the inside. Yes, that's exactly what I used to do. did I myself?
I don't use it anymore. I have dry eyes.
And had tear duct plugs placed. That helps some. Use rest assist twice daily when I remember. Daveda, when I worked at school, one little boy is old dry. A 6-year-old had dry eye? Clogged tear ducts, warm compresses, gentle massage, in some case minor surgery to open. Well, if they could do minor surgery to open them so I didn't have this, I would do it because it drives me nuts. But how come he never told me that they could do that? My optometrist, he never told me. I have a cataract. I have to have a cataract removed. I'm going to do it next year because it's not real bad. But when I do have it done, I ask them maybe, what do they do, Shannon? What's the minor surgery consist of? Because while I'm in there, or maybe after,
If I know what it consists
of, I would do it. Because I hate the way that they are sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's all day long and it drives me nuts. There she is snoring. I can't believe a little kid had dry eye. Look at her.
Snoring away. Look at the other one.
She's in the bed.
I think Rustiv left.
So now I'm never going to know if I said.
My uncle was
an eye. Oh, your uncle was an eye surgeon? Yeah, for sure I would go to an ophthalmologist.
Because if that's the
Case, I mean, yeah, do what you got to do so I don't got to deal with this.
All right, guys, you ready to go?
Nana Patty's? It's like a progressive dinner, isn't it? We went to Daveda for the appetizer. Now we're going to Nana Patty's for the dinner. Hey, who's going to have dessert?
Is your husband's that
Bad, Lori? Yes, he opened Wilmere Eye Institute, John Hunt. Oh my gosh. I know Elizabeth listened to her. Isn't she something? Let's raid Nana Patty's. Okay, Nana Patty. Get going, girl. And you never know who might come on for dessert. No, Shannon, I don't take my eyesight for granted at all. That's why I, like I said, with the tattoo, with the eyes, I was always leery because I'm thinking, oh God, if something wrong went, you've only got 2 eyes. Okay, Nana Patty said it's warming up. Nana Banana. Okay, guys, see you over there. Not me, I'm doing my bunny ears. Not me.
Not me. I'm
Doing my bunny. What bunny ears are you doing, Florida? You mean for your head?
Shannon wants to see the bunny
Ears. Okay, guys, I'll see you at Nana Patty's. Love you guys. See you over there.
Hopefully Lisa H and
Deb will come on.